Finally. Let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms. Ah, we're signed. That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon. Quickly, before we gear up for the first race this season, a couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a lot of important information. Keep an eye on this tab between. We also have a drive. Your specialists are a team of experts that will be working with us part-time to maximize your research and development within the team. They will offer you goals to complete each race weekend. Completing these goals, you can see each selecting a specialist.
Hello and a very warm welcome to a brand new season in Formula One. It's 2025. We've got a four-time world champion joining the grid. Do we have four teams in the championship? There's certainly been convergence over the winter months and plenty to look forward to before the huge regulation change in 2026. Now is all about free practice. Let's get straight into it in FP1.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One. And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
Great work, guys.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. It's a combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners, making it a very tricky track when it comes to overtaking. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Norris, Carlos Sainz and Leclerc, Tsunoda, Russell, Fernando Alonso and Nico Hülkenberg, Albon, Lawson, Lance Stroll and Hadjar, Ocon, Bortoletto, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Jack Doohan. Behrman and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And joining me in the commentary box once again, Naomi Schiff. Hi, Gnomes. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really enjoyed the build-up here and all the speculation, I really want to see some action. And finally today, we get some proper action on the track.
This is always such an exciting time in the season. First of all, it's the first time they'll be racing their new cars. So that's always an exciting thing for drivers to look forward to. But also, they've had a long time off during the winter break. So it's about dusting the cobwebs off, getting the rust off of their bones, and really getting their elbows out there and having some fun.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Well, mate, pole position is a great way to start the season, but as you know, there's no points for pole. Now we've got to go and take the win. Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, Lewis, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Okay, well. Thanks, mate.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Checkered flag.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Great job, guys. This goes to everyone back at the team, the factories. Thank you so much for continuing to push this year.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
There's a long way to go, but let's keep pushing, guys. I believe in you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, they kept us guessing during pre-season testing. We all wondered who it was going to be, and to have them drawn out here today, that they are the ones to beat, just goes to show that all the work they put in has really counted.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton, with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory.